And it looks like we've got a very exciting game between the top two. So Rushen versus Corinthians, what are you expecting?
Well, it's a huge one. It's at Rushen, so there's always a good crowd. There'll be plenty of people down there and a lot of neutrals as well, because when you look at the league table, you've got Rushen, Corinthians, St George's, and I think the league champions are going to come from that three now. I think St Mary's last week, that was a big defeat against Geordies, and I just feel that Laxey now, and we're going to be speaking to the manager, Johnny Palmer, later on in Football Focus, have lost too much quality over the last couple of weeks to University. And I just feel that it's going to be between those three teams. When you look at Peel, way down towards the bottom, struggling big time with injuries. So an absolute cracking game in prospect. No team news from Rushen, which you'd expect. Corinthians, as far as I know, a clean bill of health. So I think Blaine Slattery's got a few selection sort of dilemmas to decide who to play, what to play, because up front, Rushen are very, very strong, as we know. Dan Hattersley will be right up there, Mickey Williams as well, and also Jamie Johnston will be looking to try and get the goals to get that win against Corinthians. But Corinthians, I would expect Ryan Burns to come back into the starting lineup, Steve Whitley as well, because those players were substitutes last week after coming back from the island trip. And I just feel it's going to be on the day, Rhian. I know it's a bit of a chicken way out, but it's going to be whoever plays best. And at the moment, both are in great form, so it's going to be a difficult one to predict.
Go on, you have to put your money on one.
I'm going to go for Corinthians. I have to, because the boys wouldn't let me sleep. They'll be on the phone. But Rushen are strong. I've seen them twice this year. I've been so impressed with them. And Liam Cowan will have a plan, how to, sort of get the result against Corinthians. But Blaine Slattery will do the same, and they've got a really strong team, and they've got strong support as well. So it'll help matters. It'll be a great atmosphere. And we'll be bringing that game live at 2:30 in Paul Moran's show.
And you've got a battle of the mid-table between Ramsey and Douglas Royal as well in the Prem. What are you expecting from that?
Yeah, I'm glad you picked this one, because, when I look at sort of towards the end of the season, if you're going to survive, you need 14, 16 points. Now, you look at Ramsey at the moment, they're on 9 for 6. I think they'll be happy with that at that stage at the moment. And when you look at Douglas Royal with that super result last week against Douglas High School Old Boys, they've played 8 for 7. So I think there's a little bit more pressure on Royal than there is on Ramsey. And again, two very young teams. So the football will be good. There'll be, if you like, positional battles going on midfield defensively. Two good goalkeepers. But I was very, very surprised when I look at the two results last week. Rushen, had a good result against Ayr United. But when you look at sort of Ramsey against Peel, 2-1. And Peel only scored late on in the game, but it was that result that Douglas Royal had against Old Boys that baffled, maybe the wrong word, but caught me out, because I didn't think it would be that sizable scoreline. And with Taylor Andrews back in, fit, and that's remarkable how he's come back so quickly. You've also got players in there like Stuart Foley, bags of experience, Dom Smith and Dan Sherry. I just wonder if Royal can do it 2 out of 2. And I've got a sneaky feeling with the squad that they've got at the moment that Michael Fitzmaurice might be able to get that result, and what a huge 3 points that would be.
And just quickly, before we move on to rugby, we had a couple of matches on Wednesday. We had Union Mills versus Castletown and St George's versus Peel. Did you manage to get down to watch either of those?
I didn't, because I've been busy at work, but I believe St George's won comfortably. Was it 6-1, 6-0, I think it was. St George's are quite clear favourites in this competition. Union Mills and Castletown, I haven't seen the result on that one, but it's going well. The fixtures are in with the FA tomorrow. We've had a bit of sort of alterations to it, because what we've done is when half term comes up midway through October, we're going to have a competition with only half pitches at the bowl, just to entice maybe some players who don't want to commit to playing 11 aside every week to, just playing this competition. It's going to be over 2 weeks. There's no trophies or anything, but just the bragging rights, and see if we can get some more clubs interested in that one. But yeah, it's going well. There's some really good football being played, and anyone who's looking for something to do on a Wednesday night, get yourself down the bowl.